Okay, it looks like we are live, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on something a bit different. So it's called coreutils. So it's basically re-implementing coreutils, but for Kano, right? Or not for Kano, but right under the Kano branding, if you will. Yeah, so this is like a group effort that some of the people in the community are also going to be working on. Yeah, the maintainer is Pra, so not me this time. So it's not like I'm starting a different thing. It's me contributing to something different, right? Yeah, so today I'm working on remove, so RM and render, both of those. Maybe not all the flags, but I'm gonna implement the base of them and then implement some flags as well. Dead JS developers. I think you should censor that, don't you think? JS, you're just coming in here swearing? I mean, come on. Okay. Yeah, so that's the idea. Something I want to do though is I want to make a separate branch. I'm gonna push everything that I do. Don't pay. Just a small mute, just for a few years. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna push all the changes to a separate thing, right? How do you do that? Hang on. So this will be fine. Yeah, and I'll push them all there so they can be reviewed before they are merged. Just to make sure I don't mess anything up too bad. In the main branch, right? Yeah, so let's get started with that. So we have like some versioning stuff here and everything, so it's gonna be easy to implement the versioning flag, right? Okay. So, yeah, basically, so remove. So let's actually look at the main page for that. This is like the GNU one. So I'm not sure if I'm going to implement everything from here, but like, obviously we're going to want the recursive one. Probably this as well, like most of them. Usually all I use is either R or F, but I am also not a power user, so. Let's see. Yeah, this one's probably helpful as well. But anyway, today not today, but right now I'm going to work on just the basis of it. So what we have is actually remove, right? That is in the standard C library. Yeah, so we can remove files or directories. So it can be used for both. Yeah, if it's a directory though, we don't want to remove it by default with this, right? We want to say it's a directory. Man, yes, of course, yes. I cannot spell. Wait, did I do that wrong? Hang on. I think .h actually. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. I'm just stupid, okay. Yeah, so a lot of stuff in here, and this is, well, that's not part for this one. Let's see, hand. There we go. Can we check? Well, I'll worry about that later. So I want to check to make sure something's a directory before we remove it, because we don't want to do that by default. But let's see. So let's get started here. So it's gonna be, we're gonna need RC and RB. Okay. Char-B. Right. Let's see. So I don't know why I'm using bin right now. Let's use Kano. Not a savage. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let me also set the indent to 2, so I didn't mess up with these. There we go. Alright, so let's see. So you need at least one argument. So we'll do RC is less than 0. Then we're going to for now let's exit with 1. And then I will write an error message. Like probably some macro or whatever to print an error. Let's see, so print version, so we don't want to do that by default, of course. And let's see, so we want to check, it's less than 2, that's not good. We can, first of all, we can set the program equal to every1, and maybe actually I want to implement a shift, right? Is that going to be a good idea? To sort of shift the arguments, and that might be an easier way of handling it. So let's try that. So we return shift, it's actually going to return like that. Okay, and this is going to take C and then char RB. And I think what we can do is just plus equals 1 and then arg C plus equals 1. Right, I think, is that what we want? Something like that. And then I actually want to return equals RB. Right, before we do that, we can return the result. It's something like this. I don't remember exactly how it goes. We can return that, right? So we can do shift RB, and that should be a program. So then if I print the program, indentation did not work good. Program, it should be what we run in that, right? Let's see if that actually works. So we have make files here. And I messed some things up. That is not how you do that. There we go. It needs a prototype, of course, of course. C char rb. Stdlib. Let's see. Yeah, that needs to be this. Or do we want to return just that? Let's see. Right, we did not exit though. It's less than 2. Yes, I know. Okay. Just be exiting, I think. I'm kind of stupid. Okay, there we go. Then that works, but why is it like that? Oh, because we iterate, we do not sit back there. Yeah, that's just... Okay, there we go. Now, do that, and that's actually, it's supposed to be less than. Yeah, it was iterating it, not subtracting. Yeah, my bad. Try that again. So if we do that, okay, yeah, there we go. So that, no, that's not right still. What? Just less than 2. Oh, yeah, let's check that first of all. Well, we can just do, we can just continuously shift it and then check if it's null, so that's actually fine. So we can do, char flag, right? So this will be the first flag. CRD. And then we'll check what it is, right? And then this was the if flag was null, then we'll check that. That's what I need to do there. That's not. Okay, so yeah, again, we have to do that. So if we do that, it still prints it out. Oh yeah, because it, well, it should be null. Let's see, right, because we don't have anything there. Check that. Okay, so then this, right, well, there is going to be something there, so we do that, and then we can just switch over the flag, right? We can, string compare it, right? So switch over flag. And for now, we're going to have no flags, right? Because I'll worry about that later. Or maybe we could do, I can't really switch actually, because it's a string. String compare, we'll actually do the version one. Right. So we'll do that for now. We probably want to string compare. So I'll make a macro for that, but for now I'm just going to do this. Right. And then we can just, well, we can do this. Not these. Version, right? So we want to do that. Else, we're going to just, we're going to use it as the file name, right? So, file name. Set equal to null by default. File name equals flag, right? We do that. Okay, so now we should be able to do that, and string.h, do that. Let's see. File name set but not used. Yeah, that's fine. So we can do that. If we do version, and it can work. So okay. Let's see if that prints. Turbo program. Yeah. So we're not really using that right now. Okay. So we might not need that at all, actually. file name. Now I wanted to print out file name. Okay. And that is not right. So I did an oopsie. Let's see. So that's the initial one, right? And we iterate it. Oh yeah, we want to do that actually, right? There we go. That is what I wanted to do. Yes. There we go. And then we can do version, and I'll print out the version. So there we go. One flag down. And let's see what else. So implement version flag. Okay, I want to make sure there's a lot of commits for all the things that are implemented. If it was my project, wouldn't matter as much to me. Let's see. So we have version. And then we have the file name set here. So this is just like the default is the file name. So when we get to the end, we want to remove the directory. So let's do, or not remove the directory, but remove the file. So we'll call rm. I don't think that's a built-in one. Yeah, so I think we're fine. So I think we do that in the file, right? And this is gonna check if it's directory and all that stuff. File name, and then maybe also we'll have some other flag, but we'll worry about that later. So let's see, I can go at the top. So void remove. So this would probably return an error code actually. So I'll just do int for now. So we'll have the file name that we'll pass there. And you just want to call remove on it, right? So let's see, I had that open over here. Yeah, deletes a name from the file system. Yeah, so it doesn't, it will remove it probably if it is a directory. Let's see, so it is the unlinked and removed errors, so we'll need to look at that. Success 0 is returned, an error -1 is returned. Okay, so if it's -1, we'll need to check that, right? So that, and then if error equals -1, then we need to check the error, but for now I just exit 1, right? And then we'll check what the error is and print the appropriate message. But for now, we can do that to test that out. So I want to be careful with this because I don't want to accidentally delete the whole system. Let's see, so remove file name, and then we'll go there, and then it will just remove the file name. So let's just make touch test, right? We'll touch that. Make, and we have some issues. Let's see. We got a semicolon. Oh yeah, prototype, of course. Okay, and we need to return from there. GNU's logo with an X sign on it and a nuh-uh under it. Okay, I can do that. For the thumbnail, let's see. What do you? So the GNU logo, that's like that. What is it? It has like coins or whatever. Okay, and then X sign on it. Well, hey, so X sign, you mean like hey, let me find it over here. So like, let me look it up. I want to get a good image, right? You mean like this thing, right? Or just a red X? Could do that, but I feel I don't know. I kind of like this one. And it's gone now. This. Maybe more red though. It's not very red. Like this kind of thing, you know? But red X can work. I don't know. I'll think about it. I like that idea though. So let's return error for now, but we'll return some other stuff. Yes, looks nice. Yes. Okay, let's try this out. So remove, and then, so that's going to exit if I don't provide test. And then test is gone. Okay, so that works. So it's already working. Perfect. Yeah, so that does not say any error message, so I need to set that out. But let's see. So if error equals -1, then do that. So if we make a directory, it's going to remove the directory, right? So have to test. We don't want to do that. But we can make it error. We go in here, and we put something here. So then remove test. And it cannot remove test. It doesn't say anything, but if we do that, it is that. So I can get rid of all that. So that is expected behavior. I wanted to print a message, of course, but so if error is that, we need to include error at the top. It's error no, right? That's what it sets, I think. Yeah, error no. So I will look at that as well. So yeah, we need to look at these two. I feel like actually I could use tmux for this. So let's look at man unlinks. That's what we're worried about right now. So let's look. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Unlink. So yeah, that's right there. Error. So access, right? So all these things. That's quite a few of them actually. Okay, so we'll worry about that. Being used by the system, so that's obviously important to test. Yeah, so there's actually a lot of those, so we gotta look at that. Look for that. Well, let's see. So I will get to that. So let's see. Pass the file name. And then we'll have the flags as well. So what are the flags? It's only going to be, let's see. We go back to RM here. So options, so you have fours, right? You can have like basically stacking flags. Let's see. So I don't know that I want to deal with that yet, actually. So we just have version and then help as well. I should have a help message, right? So we can do that. Then we will print help, right? And that could probably be a macro as well. Right. Maybe it would be better than a function, I'm not sure, but we'll see how it turns out. So I do need to run the format on this. Clang format. But let's see. So this it's not that same kind of print that though. So I want to print the program, right? So we're going to pass the program here. Making the CLI, yes sir. Yes. For remove. So re-implementing remove. What is using the program for? Because we know what it is, because it's in the file, right? I think the format will do that. So redirect to man page. Okay. How so how does that work? Like redirect to it. Like how can you display the main page? System function. How do you do that? Let me look. System, oh, like that. Okay, I see what you mean. I thought you were saying a built-in system function. I see, okay. Let me try it. The, system, yeah, okay, man, alright. System. Let me try that, so let's go here. That is a good idea, yes. I need to exit there, actually. And let's see, remove. Okay, there we go, that's good. And return 0, right. Well, return 0 here, right? Oh yeah, because we need to exit out of that, I see. It's alright. Okay, yeah. Alright, good. I could probably have like a defer here. Lazy help start, yes. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. This is if there is a file name. So we need to actually maybe we'll assert here. So like well, you want to assert that, right? You need to really check that. I mean, it wouldn't be equal null to here, because we know that RC is greater than that. Right, so we should be able to assert. I also don't want it to execute the assert, but yeah. So there shouldn't be a way to actually make that do that, right? We need assert here. Okay, so help and that. So maybe I will get that. Basic functionality. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to check if it's a directory. I don't remember how to do that actually. There was one function, but I don't remember what it's called. Actually, I might be able to find it here. There. I think it was. Let's see. Maybe I can go here. See, check it. Open dir. Okay, open dir. Alright. And that is standard C library, so we need types. What is in the types, right? We do need to check the errors and stuff, but we'll get to that. So let's see, I want that stuff to be a little separate. Let's see, so right, and that's not event. Let's see, so we have that. Open dir. So what is fd open dir? Directory stream. Okay, so if it just want to open dir, and then if it opens as a directory, then like if it, unless it returns not dir, then we want to print an error, right? At least in the default case. So that's what we want to check first. We want to do if let's see, open dir, to pass the file name, not equal -1. Okay. Well, it should just be -1. Like any of these other cases, we still want to fail, right? So maybe let's maybe just print something out. That is a directory. Let's see. So does that work? Is that right? Let me look. Let me try that. Alright, wait, that does not return a name. What does it return? Pointer to directory string. Okay, so we need to check that it is null. I should have actually read that. That probably would have been a good idea. Let's try it. So remove test. Test is a directory, and then it did not remove it, so that is good. Okay, so we want that, like, that is the default behavior. Let me remove it. Yeah, so remove test. If I do that, that is how it looks from the GNU one. So do I want to prepend it with the program? That might be a good idea. Definitely want to do this, though. I don't know. We can worry about that later. That's not very important. Yeah, move on test. Alright, and then if I touch test, move test, then it does actually work. Alright, that is good. So let's maybe keep that. I want to put some sort of message right now. Let's see. It's not a file. Let's see. I kind of want it to be on the same side. Each one. So let me think. Well, that's fine. Okay, so we need that. We're not really fine. So if we get to there, it means there was a permission error or something like that. Which is harder to test, but so we do want like flags in here, like -r, right? Yeah, double -r or -r. I think it is 2 dashes, right? It's just 1 dash. Okay. Yeah. So remove directories. Right. So it will recurse through them. I don't know what to do that yet, so I will wait on that. Let's see. So we have that. File name equals flag. So that basically works. Check it directly. Okay. So let's see. Set that. I want to actually add an image here. So if we do this, let's see. Yeah, I'll print it out just like that. So standard error. Harder. Error. Let's see. C. I won't copy it exactly. Let's do that. And exit 1. Try that out. So You have to provide the program. I can really just put the RM, right? I don't need that. Maybe so I can copy and paste it, I'll do this though. Well, no, that's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, so I just put RM. That is fine. So it looks better. Still unused. We will get it. So we don't really need that. Oh yeah, not enough R, see that. And then that takes that to there. And that failed because it, why did it not? Oh shoot, put that in the wrong place. Well, both of them are, yeah. Okay, yeah. So that did fail, but, huh. Oh yeah, because you don't set it there, so that's why it failed. That was just my bad. That out. Click from that, version, and it will do that. Okay. It's gonna be, well, let's see, so let me make dir. And then, so, when you remove, right, test, test2, test3, right, and then if we do remove test, test2, it removes all of them, right, so we need to iterate over all of the arguments instead of just one. So, that wouldn't be too hard to do. Basically, you can just do a while loop, right? And then, yeah, so we can do here, while, argc, greater than 0, do that. Well, hey, so what happens if you do, go here, and you do remove test3 help. Right, so it does print the help still. It didn't remove test3, it did not. So, oh, if any of them are help, it does that, but it does not remove. Does it have to work exactly the same as that? I'm not sure. Right, if you do that, obviously that makes sense, but, okay, well, I'll get back to that. So file name, so we need to set file name equals shift, C and V, right? So we just continuously shift it after the window. And then, yeah, we check this and we keep going. Yeah, we need to do this again. That's 3 and that's 2. And it did not remove both of them, so it didn't work. Actually, it didn't really get it, right? Because it can equal 0. We have that, so that's it. Whoops, it is, text. Then it actually did. Okay. So, we can also use a for loop over argc, but I kind of like this. Alright, so let's see. So we shift it and we get the file name, each one of them, and remove them. We should probably, let's see. So when you run remove, it doesn't give a message. Right. I think there's a flag for that though, right? To enable a message while you are doing it. Prompt before removal. Let's see. Should we implement this one right now? Test it out, right? That'd be kind of funny to test. Alright, anyway. Yeah, -b, that's what it is. So that I will probably remove because that's not very hard to, or probably add because that's not hard to do, right? Flag is -b, and I'll implement the other ones that you put for it later, right? Because we have -b and what else? And -- for rows, right? Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. So we want to set verbose is true. So we need a flag for that, right? So I'll just probably make a boolean. So let's include bool. Right. And we can do that, right? So let's see. Verbose, so we need to define it up here. Should be yeah, it can just be defined at the top, I think. So after the program, probably right after this, we'll just define all of it. So verbose equals false, and then we can define all the rest of it there. Or we could have an enum for that. Well, I could have a list of enums, and then each one could be there, but I don't know. Either way, this will work for now. So let's see. So if verbose, then we want to print what we're doing, right? So if verbose, well, we can pass the flag here. So, right. Right. Let's make flags. Yeah, let's do flags. Equals that, and then false, right? So yeah, that's where an enum would be. So okay, let's make an enum. Flags, and we can have verbose. Right, and we can set flags, so an array of those, and then we can set one is going to be verbose. And then we can just iterate over them, and then depending on what they are, we can do stuff, right? Yeah, I think that'll work. So we also need the flag size, so maybe we'll just do right, we don't actually want to do that. So we want to go like this. Let's see, this is probably a really weird way of doing it. Maybe I should think of a better way. Like size, like that. And then we can just like append to it, right? So yeah, maybe it should even be like this, you know? So we can have flag. Yeah, I don't know if they'll like that, so I don't want to do that. It's just to be called flag though. There you go. These are the flags. And then yeah, so we'll just give, let's see, we'll have the flag count. I don't know, is this missing a semicolon? Yes, of course. Thank you. Cannot forget the semicolons. It'd be nice if there was something you run on the file that tells you you're missing a semicolon. Okay, so yeah, that could really just be the flag count, right? We already have more than the count, so we can do that. So that is the size of it. Wait, that within that actually initialize. So we need 3 hours of debugging for real. Yeah, so we'll do it based on the flag size, and we can iterate over them. So then we can set flag size plus flag equals verbose, right? So we can set them. Okay. And then we also need to do file name equals. Is that how I have to do that? Let's see. We do need to check if it's null though, or if argc equals 0, then we want to what happens if you just do that? Yeah, it does that. So the X escaped. What is that one? That's like a hex thing, right? Oh, this thing? Like with hexadecimal value? Yeah, that's what I did do that. Okay. Let's see. So you said that, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You got it, for sure. Do you have the rest of it implemented? 200 lines? That's not too much. Okay, yeah, anyways. So if that, then, but did you probably haven't pushed any yet. So this makes sense to be a function, right? $. Should be called that. X n dash 0 and 80 lines. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so yeah, we can just do that and pass. Don't really need to pass anything. Yeah, so if that not enough, and do that here as well. Then I will just make it a macro. Because why not, right? Just grab all of these. Place it there. No. And the formatter will take care of the rest of that, so I'm going to care that much. Let's see. And we need to do stuff, right? Zero. Alright, hopefully the formatter gets all that, but I can come back there and fix it afterward. I think that's right. So we knew that. Print not enough. Yeah. And then if there, not enough, that's good. And we shift the R's. And do that while it is greater than that. So let's see. And we set them to row. So now in here, we have the flags, so we need to accept the flags. And we need flag size as well. So maybe it makes sense to make a structure for that. And this will just have the flags, like a pointer to them, and then the count. And then, let's see, flag data, right? Pointer to it. Yeah. Let's see, so here, then, this can be flags equals 0. And that does all of that. We can always be flag count size, right? Flag count, there we go. Okay, flags. Let me actually move this upward. Doesn't make sense to really be there anyway. Just to the top afterwards. Probably should move these above as well, the macros, but we'll get to that. Okay, so then we can accept the flags here. And then we have all the information that we need there. Okay, close that. There we go. Okay. Set that. So we do this properly, you know. So flags count plus. There we go. And then we can iterate over them, and we can do stuff based on that. So what we have to do is print what we are removing, right? What we can do is 4. Well, we can even, well, okay, we'll do it up here. We want to do it before this though, because we're going to do stuff otherwise, right? So here, I is less than flag count. It's less. We have to switch over. So depending on that, we want to do stuff. So it is going to be a bit different in other cases. So maybe this should be like a greater function. That will call, right, so then we can call specific things afterward. Well, I'm not sure. Right. I don't know. I'll think about it. Right now, this will work for this, but other cases it might not. So in case of verbose, removing, right, and then we can just put the file in. Right. So if that will make, let's see, backslash. Just with the new line stuff, let's see. Alright, and clicking type names for remove. Oh yeah, so I need to update this. This one, so flags. And that means this has to go above. Okay. And flag count, not in, yeah, so we need like the default will just continue. Okay, and let's try that. So let's go remove test, and that should still play. And then if we test 1, that's 2. Remove dash B test. Could not remove file test. Why did it not remove file test? Oh, because test does not exist. Okay. Right. Why did we do? Yeah, cannot remove it because there's no file or directory. Okay. So maybe we should check if it exists first. That probably makes sense. But we do that there. Right. I don't know. Yeah, so we don't really want to print it out. So we'll just move this to afterward. Even though in some cases we're going to want to do something different, right? So maybe this isn't the best way to handle the flags, right? And maybe it should just be a global thing. Let me check that. That would probably make even more sense, rather than just doing it like this. Right. I don't know. You don't know until you do it, right? So that could unfile test, that's right. And if we do that, it will not say that, but if we do test 1, we do test 2 as well, it will not test 1. Then, there we go. So it says that. That is what I wanted, so that's good. So yeah, it might change how the flags work. Right, but we do have -b flag. Okay, that was a lot of insertions. Alright. Let me try running the format, right? Let's see if it exit everything. So -i.c to back.c. I just want to make sure, right? I even know I did commit it, so this isn't really bad. And actually, I should not be doing that with the test directory there, probably, but see. Let's see what did that. So hopefully it fixed everything. Okay, so that init probably. I don't know why it's Vim. Yeah, okay, so that seemed to have worked well. Okay, so I can remove the backup.c and then also remove -r test. Then do that. Okay. Yeah, also ran that, so I forgot to mention that, but that's fine. Okay, let's go back here. So indent for 2. Okay. So now what we've got is we can shift there. So what else do we have here? So that's not what I want. Let's see, so we have that, and then we have prompt once before removing more than 3 line. Okay, prompt before I remove. I want you that. Ignore non-existent files and arguments. Okay, let me look at that, right? Creating a second directory. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Okay, so why do you remove -f test? It doesn't say anything. Okay, that basically removes all error messages. Yeah, so that probably makes sense then. Yeah, I think I will change this. Change how this works and make it more simple. So I'll just have all the flags be global variables. And then we use if statements where they would be, right? Like that. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Right, so I have to change a lot of stuff, but let's see, flags, and then if verbose, do this. There we go, get rid of this stuff. And here we can just equals true. And still have to do that though, so that's fine. Right, so let's try that, make sure it still works. Yeah, so we don't have the flags anymore, so we can get rid of those. As well. And that works. Okay, so cd test. Test, so that does not work. Test 1, it does that, and then dash verbose, test 2, and then test 3. Okay, that still works. Yes, that's better than, and it's simpler. I was thinking that the other way would have been slightly more complex, but it would have made it easier to do stuff later, but I feel like it will not. So let's see. So we have this. So we have force. Right, so I don't know, let's see. So what are all the things that really does? So ignore non-existent. Basically, if there's any errors, it just will not fail. And it will not prompt anything. So fi kind of, let me look at that. Test 1. Okay. Oops, I didn't need to do that, but anyway. So remove -fi. Okay. Right, so if you put I first, it will not prompt. Interesting. Okay, so they kind of conflict with each other. So I'm not sure how I would want to handle that exactly. Maybe I'll do I first, right? So what is that? So I is prompt. let's see, how do I want to call that, right? Every, let's call it that. So it's just dash I. Let's see, dash I. Then, maybe, what's true? Let's see. And I still have to do all of this, right? Because we want to get those. Okay. So we get the file name still and go through here. We have to check prompt every, right? So we just want to say, remove this file before we remove it. And then if they say yes, then do that. So we do have to do like scanf or whatever. Okay, right. Alright, so let's try that. So let's do if prompt every, then we want to do, maybe we'll do should remove 0. Boolean. Alright, Boolean. What do I want to that? Well, maybe we can even just leave it out of here, you know? Save it, and we can do it in here. So then we can just do this and then continue, right? So let's see. Prompt every. Then basically, okay. Let's see, remove file, not that file, address, and just put the file name in. Right, file name. And you want a question mark as well. Yeah, right. We just put a space like how that does, it's fine. And then we need to, let's see, scan at, I'm going to use this in a while. Is that the, alright, so char, strict format, yeah, so we basically just scanf into there. Let's see. Okay, so I think we can do, right, so it's going to be Y or N. We used to that, right? Let's do prompt. So it'll be N by default. And then, well, I can just be blank by default. Alright, this is what we do, right? Do it like that. Like I am way wrong. That's the pointer to prompt, right? Something like that. And then we can just okay. Oh, let's see if that works. I'm gonna exit. Dash I test 2. Alright, so that did work. Yeah, so it only works with the first character, and that is what I would want. Okay, so that'll work. Okay, we do not want the new one, okay? Scan like that, and then we want to, if prompt equals, prompt does not equal y, then we want to, equals shift RT and RT, and, okay, and then, yeah, just continue on. Let's see, that should work then. If anything other than y, or yes, or whatever. 2, so dash I, test 2, and test 3. File test 2, no. File, alright, and that just ended, so that's not right. Why did it just end? Right. Something wrong, hang on. shoot, that was no. Okay, that's it. Uh-huh. The make file is overkill. Look at the codes. Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks good, though. What did the numbers mean? Is that the time it took? I'm assuming. But yeah, just for this little thing, it's kind of fun, right? Okay. So we get prompt. Right, so prompt every doesn't get reset, so that's not what it is. And it does say this. I think what I want to do, though, is... Not here, though. Right there, just there is a new one. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Okay. Prompt is not equal y. Then do that and continue. So it doesn't wait. Why does it do it? Why does it not wait? I guess we could check the return error as well, because that might be it. So end of file. So it is an int, right? So int error equals end of file. Is that how you do that? Is that right? Printf error. Let's do that. For now. I want to actually exit. Okay. So it didn't say that. It's also return if a read error occurs in which that. Right, so zero. If do that. So it's not putting any errors. Okay, so just right, so that works. It's just ends. Why does it do that? Alright. It's probably something very stupid. We'll file that. Did it return it properly? Let's see. What is that? If we set it equal to y by default, what's it gonna do? It's gonna be y. That's 3. Okay, so that is not a thing. Is it something to do with this loop? Also, you know, if we move to the top, except just do it here, right? So move it button. Probably have to check that every time as well, so that's not ideal. So not forget I said anything about that. Let's see. We shift that and we go here. So what does it go? There. Error, and then also I want to print the prompt. Okay. One N, nothing. So why is it nothing? No. So it just reads from the previous one. Oh, because I'm reading a single character? So do I want to read a whole string? You had to allocate stuff though. Let me just try that, right? Whoops. Try test 2, test 3. 0, 0, 8. Okay. Right, so it becomes 0 then. Right, so then that works. Huh. Okay. So what if I check for what is sorry, this right? Is that 110 and which one was? So can we do that? We should just care about that one. So here actually, so that did not move any file. Right, so that actually fails if I do that. Okay, so that doesn't work because it is not a number. And what was it? It was 121. I need to test. Okay. I don't do that. I think that's a thing, right? Should make it a character. Right, so that almost worked. It just reads 2. So that's what my has a sake vault. Okay. Yeah, so that just reads the previous one as well. How do I make it not do that? Yeah, you scan it like 6 times ever, so. Excuse no. Wait, so in that case, it's just reading the enter from the previous one, right? That is what it does. That is why it's not working. So Need that much. Let's see, read into it. It's just about the size then. Huh. So we can do that, and then we have a string compare. It has to be y or, well, so it just has to be y. If I do that, though, it could be anything that starts with y, so size of y. Let's do, we already have that, so. So that did not remove any of them. If I do y, it removes both of them. Okay, so I guess that's good. I don't like it, though. Prompt every time. Right. So I think I can make a stir equal function, right? Or a macro. And then that could, like, expand into this, I believe. But, I will not do that for now. Finally, shift that. And we continue. Okay, so I think it's fine. I think that is fine. So we check the error. I don't think the 0 error is actually... So, error... Yeah, I'll do that for now. And I will need to print a better error. Right, depending on what it is. But I'm not worrying about errors too much right now, so... X3, X3, X2, X3, and then both of them. Alright, so we're all good with that. So let's look at some other flags. So we do have force. I won't do that yet. Prompt once before removing more than 3 files, or when removing recursively. Less intrusive than -I will still give protection against most mistakes. Okay, I'll worry about that later. That's kind of meh. Interactive prompt according to when. Never once. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Never once or always. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of not going to do that right now. Let's see, maybe the recursive one, that could be interesting. Remove entry, yeah, we can do that. -D, so remove empty directories. Let's do that. So then that would just basically, get rid of this, right? So let's add this here. Let's see if string flag is -D equals 0. Then, let's see, so this is dir equals 3. And then we also do all this. So since we're doing this so many times, if we could have a function for that, right? Because we do that same thing here. So if we just flag equals no, right? And then we do this, it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing as all of these. So I think that makes sense to factor it out into a function. So let's do that. So what's going to be called? Basically, this is shift flags. Right, I think that makes sense. And the formatter can take care of that, so all good. Don't need that. We do need do. With that. Well, 0. Okay, and then shift flags. So we can just call that each time, and that will be a bit better. Shift flags. Okay. It's very specific, so I'm not going to make it general where you actually pass the elements or anything like that. So shift flags. This can be shift flags. We need a semicolon as well. Shift flags. Okay, all of the flags are going to use shift flags as well. So then let's get rid of that. Okay, remove directory. So that is going to be here. Remove dir equals 0. So what we'll do basically is just check. Right, so if remove dir does not equal 0, it should equal false. Same thing, but not the same thing. Okay, so if remove dir, if not remove dir, then we'll check. Okay, like that. And let's try that. test. Make third test actually is what I wanted to do. Third test, and let's look at that. So let's do remove test, and actually say is a directory. But if I do, that was already dash D. Not enough parts. Why is that? Okay, I think there's an issue here. Why does it say that? Remove dir. Shift flags here. Did I shift flag? Oh, I did do it twice. Okay. My bad. Let's try that one. File name equals no. Okay, what the heck? Is there an issue with this function here? Flag equals that. Reinventing the cob. What the heck? Reinventing the Kano. Dir equals true, and then we go here, and we do that. So why is this assert failing? Do we not set file name? Oh shoot, because shift flags, that's supposed to set the file name. Yeah, I am just stupid. Okay, so that's just the flag. I want to set the file name equal to flag. Flag. Alright, so perhaps this as well. Right. So maybe yeah, maybe I did that wrong. Reinventing the Unix, yes. So is it directory? Dash D, and it removed it. Okay, perfect. It will still fail if there is stuff in there. Yes, I cannot remove the file or directory text. I would say file, that's fine. The stone. The rock. Okay. Yes, I'll click that. The flag. Okay, and I actually added another thing as well, but we'll not worry about that. So we set that there every time. So maybe that should be part of shift flags, and then right, we can just set the file name equal to flag by default, and then it just gets reset each time. Yeah, that's actually fine, and that should not break anything. Yes, we can do that, and then we can set file name equals flag. Right, okay, that makes sense. And then we don't have to set it each time in here, and that would be rather helpful. Okay. Trying to make it readable, right? So I need to get rid of this. And there we go, so that worked. Perfect. I will do that as well. Let's see. So, and what was that? So that was, update, shift flags, macro. Okay, it was a small commit, but regardless. So we shift flags, and we do that each time. So let's look at some other ones. Right, so that's pretty much all it is for dash D. Verbose, we had that already, and we have help merge. Okay, so we're actually, right, we are pretty much there. Did I remove slash? Yeah, that is the default. So if the file name is slash, we will just say, let's not do that, right? That's what we'll say. So if at any point, if string compare, right, so if string compare, I don't really want to test this one though. But if string compare, file name with slash with 0. Then we want to standard error, not remove root directory. C dash no preserve root, which does not actually exist currently, but yeah. Save it one. Yeah, so I don't want to test that, so I'm not going to. I want to make sure it applies though. And it does. Okay, yeah. Because I don't think that's worth testing. At least not here. So I'll make like a VM or something to actually test it, but I'm not doing that right now. So let's see, maybe let's add the rest of the flags that will be in here, and I can just assert actually that they are not infinite. Yeah. Let's see, so we have else if string compare flag r 0. So we have r, we can just assert false and not implemented yet. That, okay. And shift flags. Okay, and we'll do that for each of these. Right, so R, and then what else? So dash no preserve root. Okay, dash no preserve root, and that actually is just gonna disable the other one, so we can do that. Right. What if we do that? So we don't really need that one. With all, reject any command line argument on a separate device. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'll see that anyway. So it is not fully implemented. Right. And what is this one? So one file system and interactive and -i. File system. Okay, implemented, and then interactive. Okay, we want that. Interactive. And there's other stuff that goes with it, so I'm not going to implement these ones again. But I will go up here and add, oops, -i like that. And then change this actually, so false and yet. Okay, now all of those should trigger. And that should be all of them. No, we need -f as well. So I'm going to go up here as well. Here, there we go. F, we don't have the aliases or whatever, we'll worry about that later. So I messed this up because I forgot the 0 in every single one of these. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now, let's compile. Let's do remove -r. False and not implemented yet. Okay, perfect. So let's look at this. So we have force on that basically. It just ignores non-existent. It basically just doesn't crash when you when there's an error, right? It just keeps going. Yeah, and that is fine actually. There's probably a specific error that you would want to still crash on. But okay, we can do that. We can do that. So let's do force true. We'll define force here. Okay, so force. So basically what we'll do is and not force. Okay, so do that. Not remove the file. Yes, then it won't exit it. We'll just keep going. So let's try that. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Okay, and make new HF test doesn't exist. Test 3, and actually let me first make their test 5, right? So we can use that. Test doesn't exist. Test 3 and test 5. And it still says is a directory because I forgot about this. And right, so it's still we still want to continue here, but we just don't want to crash. Right, so we just don't want to remove the directory. So let's actually have just a pointer. Let's see. Is dirt equals open dirt filing. And we can check that here, right? Is dirt. And do that. So then we'll do if is dirt and not well, it's not supposed to, yeah. Right, -f will not do that, right? Yeah, so we'll still say that. Okay. Otherwise, we'll just keep going on. Okay. Not remove dirt. And is dirt. It's not important. Then we can do this. So that simplified that a little bit. And let's try that out. So make that. And we have some issues. Error is undeclared. So error is there. So all of this can really just be moved into there, right? Okay. And you cannot just return error like that, so we'll just return 0 here. I don't know that we really need to return anything, so it's all kind of handled in the function. Let's do that, test5, and that should, it says test5 is a directory. Do not say that. If that, if not force, and that. Okay, there we go. So let's do that. So I don't want it to say Illuminati. What the heck? That's fine. So it should not say anything, but it does not move it. So do that. Test 5, test 1, test 2. And it should remove test 1 and test 2. And then it will not say anything about that. Did not remove test 1 and test 2, so that is not good. And it did exit at one point, apparently. Let's run that and echo. I assume it's 0, but it doesn't remove them. So one of these is, oh shoot. It is door, is dir. Yeah, so that's obviously not right. What the heck? Why was I thinking that was right? So remove dir is what we're checking there. Right, so if is dir or here. Let's see, that is gonna be better. There we go. Then it actually works. Okay, it's not remove the directory, it does not complain about anything. So that is -F pretty much, I think. Yeah, so we should just keep going. Okay. Never prompt, but I think it will still be verbose, right? Look at that. That's 2. And if I do remove -F, that's 5, that's 2, and that. Okay, it does say that, but it also removes the rest. So it still says that, but it just does not exit. Okay. Oh. So let's do, if not force, then exit here. We're going to check it here. Then it will basically have the same as that. So it'll still print the error message, but it won't fail, right? Let's do. Okay, there we go. So now it functions just like the regular one, as far as I can tell. Okay. Dash F. Right. So that is right. So we have removed dir as well. But I never use that because I just use remove. Oh, let's just want to look at this. So remove directory and its ancestors. Dir -p a/b. Dir a/b a. I don't quite understand that. Verbose, that makes sense. Okay. Alright, so it only removes the empty directories. So it's basically remove -d, right? So I don't know. I will not get to that yet. So let's see, what else do we have for this? Maybe I could, like, soon I can make a push, right? I'll push to the, to there, and then it can be looked over by whoever wants to look over it. Let's see, yes, what else do we have? We have them all listed out here. So, it's not done, but, you know. So, -d. Right, okay, yeah, so I don't want to, I really don't want to do this one. Let's see, so that recurses, right? So we just need to recurse down, remove all of the files in one directory, like the lowest one, then go back out, remove all of those, then go back out, and do that for each directory, right? So it's recursive, right? So we have that. And then, let me think about that actually. So we get the file name from the system, right? Like we would list all of the current files out. That would be the ones I would remove. Right. Okay, I don't want to do that yet, so I will leave that. Interactive, what is that again? Yes, that's like that. So let me, I'll do -I. And then I guess that might be it for the stream. It's been an hour and a half about. Yeah, and then I can push it and people can look over it. Probably won't be merged yet, not until it's feature complete, right? But let's see. So assert that. So dash I interactive. So that will prompt once before removing more than 3 files or when removing recursively. So we don't have recursively yet, so we're like that. So that would just be right. If we type test 1, test 2, test 3, right? Test 4. So if we do remove dash I test 1, test 2, test 3, and test 4. Remove 4 arguments. Yes, and remove some. Okay. So we can do that. It's not too bad. So we need to check that, and then we also need to check the recursive one. So RI test 5. Alright, so if I make test 5, and I touch test 2, and I make her, and then I remove it, like that. Yes. Remove regular empty file. That, yes. Directory, that, yes. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about that yet since we don't have the recursive part. But let's see. So we need interact equals false. And we can just handle this just like this. And this can even pass the flag that we want to set. Do I want to do that? No, it's fine. See, it's this one up here. Set interactive. Interactive is true. Okay, and then if interactive, we want to just we want to check argc account, right? If argc is greater than 3, right? So let's attribute shift it. So we want to click that. Remove percent files. Argc. Right, and then we have to read in as well, like we did here. Right. So then if prompt with y, so y is not equal 0, that's not how you do that. It's not equal 0. Then we want to just exit if 0. Right. I don't think it's an error code, that's just how it is, right? So if it's not yes, then we want to stop. Otherwise, we just remove it all. Okay. Let's see, I think that's pretty much right. Active. Right, so I did that wrong. That is different from interactive. This is actually intrusive. Hey, that's how it's called. But it's not right. It's called intrusive, that's fine. No, I guess the other one really is more intrusive. This one is less intrusive. But I did not call it that, so I will not. And intrusive. Okay. If there are no errors, we need to actually check that, I suppose. Right, so that's an error with reading in. See, so it's touch, test 3, test 3, test 4, test 5. Remove dash I, test 2. Now we'll just remove it, okay. Let's do it again, and let's do that again. Test 2, test 3, test 4. Do that. And test 2 is a directory. Oh shoot, I didn't make it. Test 3. Alright, try that again. We can't actually stack the flags, which is something I didn't really consider. Which is actually kind of important. So that will be a 2 here. Let me do a 2 here. To do stacking flags. Read dash R. That is commonly used one. Do that, test 4. If I do that, it just removes all of them. Then, if I do test 5, remove 3 5. So we need to do +1, right? argc +1, because it is the old value of argc. Okay, yeah. Let's do that here. No. Alright, and then if I do remove dash I, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, it will not prompt yes. Then it works the same if I do this, right? Okay, so that's good. That works out good then. 3, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5. And there we go. Alright, so that is good. So we have that, then, that implemented. Let's see. Yeah, so some of the stuff could be like functions that we call. You know, like we handle the flags in here, and then all of this stuff just gets called, right? So flags are stacking then. Right, we have the dash, and that means we have a flag. So then we look at the next thing, and then depending on that, right, like can you stack no preserve root with that? And also you need to do it each time. So maybe we actually want to check the flag each time, you know? So the wall could go above. Yeah, so I need to think about that. But I do actually have to go now. I will make this. Dash I flag. And then I have to get push. Origin RM. I think that will work. Right, remove, yes. So now we have that and the main. Yes, we can read through it. There's some issues that I will work on for sure. Let's see, there was something to main. Let me look at that. Basic echo. Let's actually look at that. I did not look at that. Yeah. Let's see, well, I can get check it out. And then pull, right? And CD echo. Let's take a look at that. So, you know, echo. Oh shoot, I forgot to actually run the format, so I'll do that, and then I will make another push. Because I have to format. Let's see. Alright, so that's not too bad. Not too much. So yeah, that's the version stuff. Then we have the main. Get that stuff. Arcs equals 1. Can compare. Right, okay. Right, so we have those flags, and then equals 0, arg vij, sign for that. Right, so yeah, just put characters. Alright, so let's test it out. Let's do echo. Let's do. Okay, that works. And what if we do dash and test? And it does that, okay. And if we do dash version, it's at the version, okay. And dash help, we'll go to the main page, right? No. Alright, wait, was there no help? Did I do something wrong? If there's no help, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can go back to my branch, right? And then what I want to do is actually, yeah, I want to run the format. So, format dash I .c. And I want to make sure it looks good, right? So we got those set up. All of that stuff, I need to make sure it still works. Test, and it does seem to work. So remove, and then we'll get that back and get dash m. This was format. Hit push. What were the insertions? Did it? Was it because I merged with main actually? All right, I'll go there, and then I do have to go. Let me look at that. I think it has the echo stuff. That well, no, it won't be that. Oh, it's just because it changed stuff. Yeah. Okay. Let's go here, and I want to go to remove to make sure it looks good. Yeah. So now we store it on here, and then I'll keep pushing to this until it's feature complete, and then we can push the version. So it doesn't let me switch to it. Is it not? That worked. Okay. Source. I don't know why it wasn't letting me switch. A little slow. Let's see. I want to go to remove, and I just want to make sure it's all there. .c. Okay, and that so that looks good to me. Yeah. So I should probably get some comments as well, explain sort of what's going on here. It's not very complicated. But yeah, so I'll do that probably next stream, right? So let's go ahead and close out of this stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.